When Emily Carter finally signed the papers for her new home, she thought it was the beginning of freedom. A fresh start. No more landlords, no more rent, no more feeling like her life wasn't her own. The house wasn't perfect, a little old, creaky in places, but it was hers. For the first few months, life was quiet, too quiet. Sometimes, she thought she heard noises at night, the shuffle of footsteps, the faint click of something mechanical, even the sound of running water when she hadn't touched a tap. She'd brush it off as the quirks of an old house. Until one afternoon, while cleaning, Emily noticed something odd. A section of the wall beneath the staircase sounded hollow. Her curiosity gnawed at her. She pressed, then pried, until the plaster gave way, revealing a door she had never seen before. The door led to a staircase, steep and narrow, spiraling downward. Her heart hammered as she descended, foam light cutting through the dark. What she found made her skin crawl. A basement not empty or abandoned, but lived in. A mattress on the floor, shelves lined with canned food, a desk stacked with papers, even a small heater, and a makeshift cooking area. The air was heavy, lived in, stale. Someone had been here recently. Then she saw it on the desk, a framed photograph. Her, standing outside the house on move-in day, smiling, keys in hand. The picture had been taken without her knowing. Her stomach turned cold. That's when a voice behind her said, "You weren't supposed to find this." She spun around. There he was, Mr. Harris, her former landlord, the same man who had handed her the keys months ago, the same man she thought she'd never see again. His eyes were sunken, his face pale, like someone who had lived underground for too long. "You bought the house," he said slowly, stepping closer. "But not this part. This is still mine." Emily backed away, pulse roaring in her ears. The basement suddenly felt smaller, suffocating. For 7 years, Harris had lived there in secret. Even after selling the house, he never left. The basement was his hidden world, and he wasn't planning on giving it up. Emily turned to run, but before she could escape, Harris lunged forward. His hand clamped tightly around her wrist, yanking her back with surprising strength. She stumbled, crashing onto the mattress. Panic surged through her as he fumbled around the cluttered basement, searching frantically. Then she saw the glint of a knife in his hand. Her heart thundered. Harris raised the blade, his shadow looming over her. Desperate, Emily's fingers closed around the loose brick lying near the bed. With every ounce of strength, she swung it upward, smashing it into his face. Harris staggered back, howling in pain, blood running down his cheek. Emily didn't hesitate. She scrambled to her feet and bolted up the stairs, adrenaline driving her faster than she had ever run before. She didn't stop until she'd burst into the street, neighbors staring as she gasped for air, trembling and wild-eyed. Later, the police came. They dragged Harris out of the basement, his belongings stacked like evidence from a nightmare. He was sentenced to 20 years in prison. But at night, when the house fell silent, Emily still heard footsteps beneath the floorboards. Maybe it was only her imagination, or maybe Harris had never been the only one living down there.